Hey everyone, welcome to Touchdown and Tackles. So today we're going to talk about AJ Brown, and I'm going to talk about the three teams that I believe that should trade for him and why. So let's get the obvious out of the way. It's the team he's been linked for a while now, and that is the Patriots. Obviously, that would probably be the best fit because of the team that they already have and the fact that they made it to the Super Bowl. So let's think about it. The Patriots, they got Romeo Doubs in free agency. They have Kayshon Boutte. They have Matt Collins. They have Kyle Williams, who they drafted last year, and they got Pop Douglas, and then they got Hunter Henry at tight end. So the reason why the Patriots work is because it would finally give them that number one wide receiver that, for the most part, they haven't had really since Randy Moss. That was the last time they had an actual legit number one wide receiver. But the reason why it would fit so well is because it would put everybody else in their right place. We're not sure right now if Romeo Doubs can be a number one. He wasn't a number one in Green Bay. I look at Romeo Doubs and I see a high-end number two wide receiver that if your number one wide receiver went down for a few weeks or 2 to 3 games, he could step in. And then that will put Kayshon Boutte at the number 3 receiver, which I think is perfect for him and allow him to work in the slot and on the outside because he can do both. The quickness, his releases, his speed, his toughness be perfect for a Josh McDaniels type slot receiver that can work inside and outside. You got Matt Collins, that would be your number 4 receiver. And then you got Pop Douglas, probably your number 5 receiver, maybe number 4, going back and forth with Matt Collins. So it will put everybody in their right spot and be able to be utilized in situations that best fit them. So that's why I think the Patriots, without a number 1 wide receiver, made it all the way to the Super Bowl because they have an excellent defense, they have a good running game, and they got I believe, a young superstar at quarterback. He is a franchise quarterback, and he is there to stay for the next decade, maybe decade and a half. My second team that I believe that should trade for A.J. Brown is the Los Angeles Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers have been looking for a legit number 1 for a very long time now. Yes, they did a few years ago. They had the combination of Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen obviously is older, so they haven't had a number 1 since Keenan Allen was kind of dominant in the league. Mike Williams, I never believed was supposed to be that, and that has been proven. Quentin Johnston has gotten better, but he's not the guy. I love the draft pick of Ladd McConkey because of the fact that he's perfect for a slot receiver, tough over the middle, quickness, his releases is just perfect. But you need that number 1 on the outside that can win against man coverage, that can win against, the 50-50 balls, that can work all 3 parts of the field, short, intermediate, and deep. And with a quarterback like Justin Herbert, he would definitely be able to get the ball to an A.J. Brown. So my third team that I think that should trade for him, that would be a great fit, is the Los Angeles Rams, the other team in Los Angeles. You got Matt Stafford, who's on a year-to-year basis in terms of a contract and playing because, he's 37, 38 years old. They got a good offensive line. They got a good running game. You have Puka, yes. Sure what's going to happen with him in terms of signing that long-term contract and making sure, he's right mentally and stuff. You got the veteran in Devontae Adams, where you could work him in the slot. He could play slot or outside. Just one of the best route runners in the history of the NFL. Then you get a guy like A.J. Brown that kind of brings the element that the Rams don't have in their receiver room, which is that juice on the outside, that guy that can beat you deep, beat you over the top. They got guys that can win intermediate. They got guys that can win short. You take A.J. Brown, he's that deep threat. He's that juice on the outside that can do it all. And that would be perfect for a team that is right now the early favorite to win the Super Bowl next year based on their roster. They went out in free agency and solved their cornerback issue. They got a lot of guys returning. So those are my three teams that I think that would be perfect for A.J. Brown and for teams to trade for him. Like and subscribe to the channel down below. And I'll see you guys next time.